Hello, Machining 1343, Machine Shop Mathematics. My name is Michael L. Young. I am the director of the Career and Technical Education programs at the Cypress Center, all 6 of them, includes machining. I'm also on countless committees, the Workforce Council, etc., at Lone Star College. I am a former engineer, a former cop, and I currently compete in bench rest shooting and 1,000-yard prone F-class shooting. I have a machine shop at the house, a welding shop at the house, and I do my own barrel work and my machining for my precision firearms. Bench rest shooting, I've got to hit a 16th inch dot, 25 of them at 100 yards, and an 1/8 inch dot, 25 of them at 200 yards in any wind condition. 1,000-yard prone, I've got to hold a 5-inch circle in any wind condition for 60 shots. So I've been the only one teaching this machine shop math course since 2012. Haven't lost a student yet that actually tried. The average grade in this class is a B to an A. And if you follow my instructions, follow my videos, follow my guidelines, then you shouldn't have a problem either. So let's get started on the syllabus. Again, my name is Michael L. Young, and this is my Lone Star email address, how you can contact me. If you leave a message on my office phone, I'm in and out of the office a lot. The best thing to do is just email me with your name, class, problem, ID number, and I guarantee you I'll respond in short order and do everything I can to alleviate any concern that you may have. Okay? All right. This is an online class. As I said before, it's 3 hours, credit hours, 64 contact hours. All right. What's required for this course? Well, you've got to have good internet and a good computer. Use a real computer. Don't be trying to use your cell phone or some ginky tablet. You need a real computer. You'll need a calculator. I've got 3 of these Casio FX260 10 digits. They used to be $10 at Walmart. I don't know what they are now in Biden inflation. Or you can use the Microsoft Windows calculator. Just put it in scientific mode. My instructional videos, I think I use that because it's on the screen and it recorded on the screen. So you do not need a textbook. Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I have a PDF of that on D2L. There's a separate video on the Covey papers. And yes, you're going to do 7 reflective papers, 2 pages typed. We'll get into that in a little bit. No, this is not an English class. I don't want to hear any complaints. The state of Texas requires all workforce programs to have an industry advisory council. And over the years, the advisory council has complained about their young employees not having soft skills. So this was an easy way to stick in soft skills. Industry uses Covey to still teach their employees how to behave with one another. And it's quite painless if you just do it. All right, we'll get into that a little bit. If you absolutely think you need a book, we used to use Mathematics for Machine Technology, Smith and Pearson 7th or 6th edition. You can go get a used one. You don't need a current one. The things are expensive. And we've done everything we can to eliminate the number of textbooks that are required for these programs. Welding only requires 2 textbooks. Machining requires 1. I think we give you the PDF from Haas. No, 2. I'm sorry. Blueprint Reading and the other machining. So that's only 2. This book used to be like around $180 new, and I just thought that was too expensive, and we didn't go through the whole book. That book is written for machinist and mechanical engineering students in a 4-year university. So I finally got rid of the book. But if you need one, go find a used copy, or you can rent the thing from Amazon, a digital copy if you need it. But I guarantee you, if you follow my videos and my instructional PDFs, you're not going to have a problem. Like I said, the average grade is somewhere between a B to an A. In the spring, I had mostly all A's. There were a few B's, but just follow my lead. Let me walk you through this. Our goal is to get you successful. This is applied mathematics. It's not what the evil math nun did to you in high school. It's not what those crazy math professors did to me at A&M and in graduate school at U of H. They were all theoreticians. Now, my mother's a mathematician. She's got math formulas named after her. But I'm a mechanic. I'm applied mathematics. This is the way math should be taught. This is the way it used to be taught, as a problem-solving tool. Euclid, in 350 BC, wrote the book, The 13 Elements. It's about geometry, the postulates, as he taught mathematics in 350 BC at the University of Alexandria, which is on the coast of Egypt. And I have an 1889 translation, Greek and English, of that book. If you want it, let me know, and I'll put it up on D2L. You used to not be considered educated unless you could understand Euclid and go through the postulates. In fact, Abraham Lincoln quit law for about a year or two to go study Euclid, because he knew if he could recite Euclid's postulates, he could argue the law better, and it did. It was very successful for him. So anyway, Euclid made a statement back in the ancient days of yore that the laws of nature are but the mathematical thoughts of God. Now, I don't care if you believe in God or not. That's between you and God. But the laws of nature are but the mathematical thoughts of God. Now, what does that mean? That means math is a language. It's not something that you have to climb a high mountain and go through a lot of suffering. If math was taught properly, it would be taught as an applied mathematics. Theory will come later. But anyway, math is just a tool. It's a language. So get over your fear of math, and let me guide you through this. All right, required technology. Well, here's another book. If you're going to really do machining, now you folks that are going on taking this to go through the electronics program, field service technician, and then later into electronics, you may not need the machine shop or the machinist handbook. But if you're a machining student, you need this. You could probably go to a used bookstore and find an older copy of this. I've got one that was probably used by the machinist that did Noah's Ark. And then I've got the big print edition, the huge one, because I'm 70 years old, and I need larger print. So, anyway, required technology. Yes, you're expected to utilize computer technology. Well, if you're going to be a machinist, yes, you're going to use computer technology. But this is an online course, so yes, you're going to expect to be able to be some degree of computer literate. Again, do not use your iPhone or a tablet. Use a real computer to do all of this stuff. We'll get into them more later. All right. The catalog description. This is designed to prepare the student with technical applied mathematics that will be necessary in future machine shop related courses. You're going to get this again in blueprint reading. And you'll get it in all your other machining courses. There's no prerequisite for this course. And for you going on into industrial electronics, Muhammad does Laplace transforms with algebra instead of calculus, which I thought was amazing. So anyway, learning outcomes. What's the student learning outcomes? Define the use of formulas and identify conversion methods of numbering systems. Convert fractions to decimals and back. Use algebra, yes. Oh, Auntie M, algebra, the scary man under the bed. Algebra comes from the Arabic word aljibar. It means to fix the halves, the two halves of the book. The left half equals the right half. If there's an equal sign in the equation, that's algebra. So, get over all the weird stuff that you were beat over the head with by the evil math nuns. And I was too. My algebra teacher at A&M was useless. He was useless as a buggy whip on a locomotive. In fact, there was a time the engineering department at A&M took all the math away from the math department and had the engineering professors teach the engineering students math. Because the mathematicians were too involved in research and theoretical activities. All right, trigonometry. Oh no, trig. I've had students that wanted to get up and leave this course when they found out we were going to do trig. Trig is an extremely powerful tool, just like the equal sign is. Algebra, the equal sign, linear algebra, oh my goodness. Trigonometry. If you follow Uncle Mikey's Trig for Poets, mine, and follow my trig videos, you will be able to walk yourself through this trigonometry and learn a very powerful set of tools. Tools, that's what I said, because math is a tool. All right, to solve problems. Identify conversion methods of numbering systems, convert fractions to decimals and back, and use formulas to solve measurement problems. Okay, doesn't that sound great? All right, instructor guidelines. This course is an 8-week, but it's really only 7 weeks and 2 days. It's Lone Star math. Okay, it's 100% online. It's critical that you read what's posted in this syllabus, D2L, and in your email, and follow the directions of me, the instructor, as there's no time for falling behind or catching up. If you cannot do this, drop the course. Email me, and I will drop you for you. Save you a trip up to the center. All right, there's no separate lab. It's an online course. This attendance, this is an online course. There's no way to monitor nor to police your activity in the course. I can tell how many times you log into the course via D2L. However, you are on your own as to you keeping on track. Your Covey papers and your exam submittals will tell me whether you're on track. Now, you should have already gotten an email with the syllabus and the videos that are on YouTube for this course before it opens up. Communication. You're to use your Lone Star email only to communicate with me and to turn in any submittals required. Do not use the email in D2L or your personal email. Don't send me something from billybob.gmail. Okay? Use your billybob@my.lonestar.edu. Electronic devices. This is not applicable because it's an online course. Assignments. The required assignments, exams, and videos are delineated in the syllabus and in the course calendar. It's also in D2L. Additional assignments might be given accordingly at the discretion of the instructor. I'll be posting videos and instructional guidelines for problem solving. D2L will notify you, and so will I. It's your responsibility to check your email in D2L twice daily at a minimum. You are to check your email in D2L at least 2 times a day and respond to any email requests I send within 24 hours. Only got 7 weeks and 2 days. Failure to submit any 2 assignments, including but not limited to exams, will result in your being dropped from the course. If you know before the due date and or have an emergency, you need to contact me before the due date and we will try to work something out. I've had students that had the world fall in on them. They've had personal family issues. I mean, you name it. And we were always able to work something out so the students could be successful and finish this course. It does us no good for you not to be successful. I want you to pass this course and move on. The 7 Covey reflective papers. Yes, this is not an English class. Or no, it's not an English class. That was bad English, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. No, it's not an English class. These are not English papers. They'll be typed in English, and I'm not going to grade them. I am not going to grade them as some crazy English professor. I'm going to read them to see if you've read The Habit and you reflected on it. That means this is your paper. If you think The Habit stinks and it's the worst thing you ever had to do, put it in there and prove it. Just do it in 2 pages and explain to me why you think it stinks. Each 2 full-page type single space, 2 full pages. Word processed, reflective paper, 12-point font max, 1 paper per habit is due in PDF to me no later than the Sunday by 23:59 hours. That's 11:59 p.m. for you civilians. Of the due date as is tentative instruction outline. It will be titled with your last name _ first initial _ habit X. Don't send me a thing titled habit X. It's habit 1, habit 2, habit 3, habit 4, habit 5, habit 6, habit 7. Depending on the habit, this reflective paper is your personal reflection of how each habit strikes you, how it affects you. Everyone's paper is going to be different. And yes, I can tell if you used AI or Chat GPT or whatever Billy Bob, Captain Billy Whiz-Bang AI thing. And if you do, you and I are going to have a conversation. There will be a video on this assignment. And you may do these habits early if you wished. I've had some people knock them out in 3 weeks. Each habit paper is completed as per the instructions. The habit's worth 58 points each. Failure to submit a paper and you will receive negative 58 points. Not a 0, a negative 58 points. Now this is a math class. And I know the evil math nuns told you that a negative number is an imaginary number. Well, they lied to you. A negative number is not imaginary. It's not like the little imaginary friends that I talk to on the back porch when I'm smoking my cigar and drinking my bourbon. I'm just joking. I don't talk to imaginary friends. All right. It's just going in the opposite direction from the positive number. So if we take 58 positive points and 58 negative points, what's each paper worth? That's your first math quiz right there. It's a pop quiz. You in the first row. What's the answer? Oh, wait a minute. We don't have a first row. This is an online class. Okay, well, and I just said I don't have imaginary friends. All right. All right. 58 to one side of the 0 and 58 to the other side of the 0 is what? Isn't that 116 points? Yes, each paper is worth 116 points. Now, if each exam is worth 100 points, guess what? You can make an A on all the exams. And if you don't do the Covey papers, guess what? You'll make a 49 in the course. So, do the Covey papers. I will not accept late work. Assigned work is due. Email to me at my Lone Star email address, michael.l.young@lonestar.edu by 23:59 hours on this Sunday of the week it was posted due per the syllabus. Okay. All right. Use Microsoft Word, save it as a PDF with the right title to the file, and just email it from your Lone Star email to me. Simple. Exams as late work. I will not accept late work. Assigned work is due. Email to me at my Lone Star email address, michael.l.young@lonestar.edu by 23:59 hours on the Sunday of the week it was posted due per the syllabus. Example. Exam 1 is posted due 9/1, 2024. It is due back to me with your work. With your work, your handwritten work. Not typed, handwritten. Just like the instructional videos. You saw my handwritten work on the videos, or you will see. And guess what? I expect yours to be the same. All right. Your exam submittal will be in one document file, PDF, with your name and exam number as the title to the file. Example, last name, underscore, first initial, underscore, exam1.pdf. You don't have to put the .pdf. If you save it as a PDF, it'll come out as a .pdf. The exams are fillable PDFs. You'll submit the exam on the PDF exam form as a PDF and send that along with a PDF of your work, so titled. Last name, underscore, first initial, underscore, exam1, underscore, work. If I cannot read your work, you put the work on there. If I cannot read your work or your submittal, you will receive no credit. I will not accept multiple image files. You send me a bunch of JPEGs, I'm going to charge you. I'm going to take points off. I may not even accept it. Just don't do it. Send it in one PDF. All right. No submitted calculations work with your exam, and you will receive no credit, period. I do not care how simple the question is. No computational work, and you will receive no credit, even if your posted answer is correct. Instructions for this will be in D2L via the posted videos and the YouTube links I send you. Your submitted calculations will be handwritten calculations. I will not accept typed calculations. You must prove your answer is the result of your calculations. Makeup exams. This is an online course. All the exams are posted in D2L from the very beginning of this course. You can work ahead. I've had students that finish this 8-week course in 4 weeks, including the final. You can work ahead. Everything's up there. You can go immediately to the final and look at it, see what it looks like. All right. They'll be found in folders titled by the week of the coverage. There's nothing keeping you from working ahead. I just said that, okay? All right. If you think you can make a 90 or better on the final exam, then jump and do the final exam and submit it as long as you're on track. That means you're on schedule with all the other assignments. You miss any single deadline, and this early acceptance of the final is negated for you. In other words, if you miss a paper and or an exam submittal and then turn in the final ahead of the other exams, I'll not accept it. If you're on schedule with the papers and exams, and if you jump ahead and you do the final and you make a 90 or better, I'll give you an A for the testing part of the course. However, all the Covey papers are still due, even if you finish the final early. You can finish the Covey papers early, you can finish the course early. Okay? Now, why is this? Because my final exam is the Lone Star College system for every machining program in the system for the test out challenge exam for this course. I've had engineers come in and take that exam and failed it. But you won't. You'll do good. Okay? Because the final exam is a culmination of all the other exams going up to it. It's a machining project. It's to machine apart. Okay. All right. Enough of that. Instructional videos. All the videos are on YouTube with the links in the video file on D2L and in the email you were sent. The YouTube videos are all captioned. So if you need that option, by clicking the caption icon on the video. Now, the instructional videos, the lecture videos, or instructional videos, however you want to call them, they parallel the exams. So you can open up the YouTube videos, go through them, pause them, and you'll see that they go problem by problem by problem. They reflect what you're going to be tested on. You can watch it over and over and over again. Okay, all right. Syllabus disclaimer. I put it here, but it's also at the end of this bunch of boilerplate. I have the right to modify all of this. I can modify everything. And if a student does poorly in the beginning but stays with the course and improves, I have replaced their lowest test grade with their highest test grade. So if you're doing really poorly up until about test 3 is a booger, I'll pick your highest test grade, even the final, and replace your low test with that. We want you to be successful. And it is not uncommon for people to start out slow, but they end very, very strong. All right, just follow my lead on this. I've been doing this since 2012. And prior to that, I taught forensic engineering in the police academy. I had my own forensic engineering company. So if I can teach the police how to do rotational momentum, and we know that the police think that Dr. Seuss is graduate school literature. I'm just joking. Well, sort of, kind of. I can certainly help you through this. All right. In the next 8 weeks, we're going to be exposed to all kinds of mathematical relationships and formulas. And remember, if a formula's got an equal sign in it, and all formulas do, it's linear algebra. All right. Geometry, 2- and 3-dimensional, trigonometry, Cartesian coordinate systems, named after René Descartes, the father of modern philosophy and mathematics, X, Y, and Z, Cogito ergo sum, I think, therefore I am alive, was one of his great monikers. About you and your fellow Lone Star citizens, etc., etc. Now, what's it take to be successful? Well, the bottom line is, do what I'd say. Follow the videos. Follow what I'm telling you to do. Your employer is going to tell you to be a performing and moral, ethical machinist employee. Your employer will tell you to possess both the hard skills and the soft skills. You'll be hired on your aptitude, your performance skills, and you're going to be fired because of your attitude, your lack of integrity, ethics, and morals. Your instructor, director, and employer will tell you to develop and embrace the following distinctions: motivation, the ability to work with others, the ability to focus on tasks, self-regulation, self-esteem, the ability to defer gratification. Maybe you drive a used truck instead of a new one until you can afford it. This is also referred to as emotional capital. We all understand that these values demand that we hold these conversations with acceptance, respect, humility, love, in a professional manner. Your instructor and director is going to tell you most of all you need desire. You need the desire. Now, we're in Texas, or Tejas, so I'm going to say you need ganas, the fire in the belly, to get through this, and we're here to help you with this. The rest will come, and we're here to help you, guide you through this. Now, let's start this mathematics stuff. All right, 7 Covey papers. One's due every week. Exams and quizzes, there's 4 of them. They're worth 100 points apiece. The final exam is worth 800 points. And if you do the course evaluation, along about somewhere you're going to get a message in your My Lone Star that your course evaluations are available. Do an evaluation on this course. I don't care what you say about me. You can say I am the worthless human being that you've ever had the experience to deal with. I don't care. But put in the evaluation why you think that. Put in there what you think could make this course better. We read these after the semester's over. No, it's not going to affect your grade. We're not going to come back and haunt you. And I have actually tweaked some of these programs, drafting, machining, welding, based on some of these evaluations. Okay? If you do the evaluation, you're going to get a little smiley face email from Lone Star saying, hey, you did evaluations for Machining 1343. You send me that screenshot, and I will give you 10 extra points. That's right. That's how much I value the evaluations. Okay. All right. So, let's move on. What's an A? You know what an A is, 90 to 100. B is 80 and 89. C is this. You can read this. I'm not going to. The final examination, you know when your final is due. Okay, here's the final examination schedule. This is really for the normal, like medieval tap dance and history students and that kind of stuff. And we already talked about evaluation of the instructors. All right, tentative instructional outline. Here it is here. Class begins. Theoretically, your D2L shell should open up for you on August the 26th at midnight. I'm going to try to email you the video links and the syllabus before this date. Official day of record, you don't care about that. That's something for me. MDR's for me. This is important. The last day to drop is on October the 2nd, but before you drop this course, please get with me. You may not be doing as bad as you think. Now, I've already said I don't accept late work, but I've also said that if something comes crashing down on you, let's just say you're working 60 hours a week for 2 weeks and you got to work that 60 hours. You get with me at the very beginning when you know this is going to affect your life. I've had students that were like really far behind, and I gave them the grace to catch up. That's happened back in the spring for 2 students. One ended up still making an A and one made a high B. So you work with me, I'm going to work with you. Now, if you just walk off the reservation and don't communicate with me, well, I don't have any sympathy for you. That's all on you. But if you work with me like a human being, I'm going to be a human being to you. All right. So here's all the due dates. These are on Sunday, except for the final exam. Now, the final exam, I'll take it up until October the 16th. Now, that's actually 10 days from exam 4, not 7. Okay? All right. The course calendar is here. It gives you a general guideline of what we're doing. Just follow the videos. When you get to the D2L video, you'll see that it's broken out into weeks. All right. Refunds, you can read about that here. The student handbook is here if you care. Course communication will be done from your Lone Star email to me. College grade book, there's going to be a grade book in D2L that you should be able to check your grades. When you send me those exams, I grade them and I send them back to you graded. I'll put on there Billy Bob's exam 1 graded. I'll type notes in there and circle stuff because my goal is for you to look at that and then move forward. We want you to be successful. I want you to be successful. We do. Lone Star does. All right. The course withdrawal process. If you think you need to drop this course, you get with me. You may not be doing as bad as you think. The 6-drop rule in Texas now. I'm so old I can take as many courses as I want and drop them. But if you started during or after this 2007, you can only drop 6 classes. So me, personally, my advice to you is don't drop these workforce courses unless you just absolutely have to. You may want to save your 6 drops for something more difficult later in life. Now, I don't know who polices this or how they police it, but apparently somebody's keeping track of this. Academic appeals, I've never had anybody appeal my course, but you may be in a class that you want to do an academic appeal. I have done some academic appeals for other courses. Like I said, I'm the director over 6 programs, and this is the process of how you go through it. Academic integrity, this is cheating, using AI, not doing your own work, etc., etc., etc. I know what a Covey paper looks like if it's done by a robot. So just do 2 pages of your own reflection. I had one student, he was a first-time in college student. His parents didn't speak English, so he read Covey to him, and Covey's translated in every language known to mankind. It's probably even translated into Klingon and Martian for all I know. But anyway, he would read Covey to his parents, and you don't have to go through the whole book. You start in the middle of the book. Just watch the Covey video. I think it's on page 32 is when the first habit starts. And he would read it to his parents, and they were enthralled over it too. So anyhow, do your own work. If I catch you cheating, we're going to have a conversation, okay? And it won't be good. I'm not going to go Nazi on you, but we're going to have a teaching moment. How's that? All right. Or a learning moment. Student behavior. Now, we don't have any discussion groups in this class, so, I mean, I don't think anybody's going to get digital disinhibition where they think they're 10 feet tall, like they've been drinking tequila at a bar and think they can go eat a brick wall. But you may be in some other classes. You just act like an adult. Treat your people, your fellow human beings, the way you want to be treated. Here's a student code of conduct. You can read that if you want. If you have a complaint, I expect you to come to me first. If you have a complaint about any of the career and technical education courses, I'm the director over them at the Cypress Center. Send me an email, and we'll go through this together. But anyway, here's the official complaint thing. It's a link. I think this is the link that goes straight to the president, then it goes back to the dean. Get with your instructor, and if you can't work it out with your instructor, then get with me, and then we'll go from there. Campus safety and security. You can read this on your own. Yes, this is the license to carry, about campus carry. If you are old enough to carry, then, and I think with constitutional carry now in Texas, this has opened up some other things, but just know the law if you're going to do that. Now, I'm a retired police officer, so I can carry a pistol anywhere I want in the United States. But you need to know the law. All right. We still have this COVID-19 information in here. Read this. Guidelines for children and students on college premises. This is now in the syllabus because of me. When we were teaching this course face-to-face, I had a student, it was at night, I had a student whose wife was an ER nurse, and she got moved to the night shift, and there was nobody to take care of his 3-year-old daughter. He was going to have to drop the class, and I said, no, you're not. You bring your 3-year-old daughter to class. Now, we're not in the welding lab or the machine shop lab. There's no danger for the kid. So she was very well behaved, brought her little books to read. I even gave her a special little math test and problems, and she just thought she was a queen. But somebody got their knickers in a knot over this, and they put this thing in here. And this was a while back, a long time ago. FERPA is the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. I don't care if mommy and daddy are paying for your schooling. Nobody has the right to know your business unless you've signed a FERPA form. And then the law says I don't even still have to talk to them. I can if I want, but I don't have to. But you can read this, so if you want to sign a FERPA form, go ahead. Student absence on religious holidays. I don't think there's no official religious holidays in the first 8 weeks of this semester. But if there is something, you have 12 days from the start of the semester to let me know that you've got to go, I don't know, on a certain day to do something. Okay, just get with me. We'll work something out. Okay. Equal opportunity statement. This is what I call the ism statement. You know what an ism is. Sexism, racism, genderism, I hate you-ism, I don't like you-ism. An ism's excuse for one human being to hate another human being. I won't put up with it, and neither will Lone Star College. Nothing makes me want to paint my face and go to war than another human being preying on another human being because of some silliness. All right? So you can read the board policy here. Now, if you think you're being ismed, whether it's in one of the career and technical education courses or in any other class or in any other organization at Lone Star College, I want to know about it. I want to know about it fast. And I assure you, I'll be your champion, and we will get to the bottom of it and put an end to it. We will not put up with that. I guess you could say I have an ism about isms. Well, anyway, let's move on. Student support services. We got all kinds of student support services. Student focused, okay? So you can read all this. ADA accommodations, I don't care what you did. When I was at A&M, when I got done with my service and got to A&M, I got to, I think it's a sophomore literature class. And in the discussions, I talked like a PhD, but I couldn't write. I was a Forrest Gump in my writing. So my English teacher called me to her office and said, you think brilliantly, you articulate brilliantly, but you can't write worth a crap. So I went to remedial writing and reading. It was a little red brick building. It was free. I think I spent 6 to 8 weeks of that 16-week semester going, I think, twice a week over there. And by the end of the semester, I had my business straight. So there is no shame in reaching out for help. We want you to be successful. So if you need accommodations of some sort or another, whether you've gone to the accommodation centers, and I will have received an email if you've officially done that. But if you haven't done it, but you're having difficulty in something, get with me, and we'll work something out. I promise you, because I want you to be successful. All right? You got Americans Disabilities Act statement. You can read this. We got open labs. This is really over at the main campus. We do have a computer lab at the Cypress Center. Do not use the tutoring center at the Cypress Center for machine shop math. You get with me. If you need tutoring, you get with me. I'm the subject matter expert on this course, and I will help you. If we have to meet face to face or something, we can do that. So anyway, let's move on. Assistive Technology Lab, we have one of those. Counseling services. We have counseling services for every kind of human issue. You don't have to get permission to go to these people. You just got to call and make an appointment or get online in one of these. And I'm telling you, it stays between you and them. By law, they cannot tell us. Now, if you go over there and tell them you're going to blow the world up because you're making a nuclear bomb at home, yeah, by law, they got to tell us. But, I don't think you're going to be doing that. So, no matter what the issue is, and ain't nothing wrong with counseling. I've had to go to counselors for PTSDs. Again, there's no shame in reaching out for help if you need it. You want to be successful, and we're here to help you be successful. The Empowerment Centers helps with clothing, resume writing. We have resume writing people that can help you write your resume. And food. The library is a Harris County library. It's not just Lone Star's library. It's a Harris County library. They have open interlibrary loan. I've gotten books from Oregon. All right, universities in Oregon to do some research. So in some of your classes, you may need to do some research. Well, we have some good research librarians over there. They're very passionate about what they do. So reach out to them if in some of your other classes you're going to have to do research. You don't have to do any research in this class. So there's all kinds of libraries. Office of Technology Services, OTS. So if something happens with your online stuff, then OTS can help you. There's the website right there. link. Veterans Affairs. If you're a veteran and you're on coming on veteran benefits, you probably are already read in on the Veterans Affairs. If you're having issues with Veterans Affairs, let me know. I've been here a long time. I bet you I can help grease the wheels on that. Virtual Learning Assistance Center. Online students or students with online courses component can visit the Virtual Learning Assistance Center. You shouldn't need that in this course, but if you do, email me first, and we can probably work something out. If I have to make an extra video or something, we can do that. Cypress Center Support Services. Students who attend the Cypress Center, there's the link for that. There's food and supplies and stuff in there for people that need it. Okay. Again, we can modify this if we need to. Your success is our primary concern. If you're experiencing challenges achieving your academic goals, you need to contact me first, and I will find out where you can go to get your help. And it'll stay between us. It'll be on the square. And you are Masons, you understand what I mean by being on a square. All right. Okay. Anything at all. All right. Here's our cultural beliefs. One Lone Star. We're student focused. We're going to own it. I'm going to own my mistakes. You're going to own yours. And together, we're going to move down the road in a progressive, positive manner. We're going to advance equity. We're going to cultivate community and choose learning, lifelong learning. All right. If you care about our strategic plan, you can read about it right there. I don't know how updated it is. Lone Star College is committed to your success. Again, we want you to be successful. I want you to be successful. I expect you to be one of the B's or the A's in this class. Okay? We're going to do everything we can to help you with this. Now, I've been teaching this class since 2012. Since COVID, we put it online, and I've kept it online, and the success rates are the same. Again, you can finish this class early if you want, and I'm here to help you. I'm an email away, and if we have to meet face to face, we can set up a time to do that. I'm at the Cypress Center as the director during the days, Monday through Friday. Well, not every day. Sometimes I got to be at other campuses. But again, I want you to be successful. We want you to be successful, and you can. I haven't lost anybody in this course yet that didn't want to be lost. And I've had some that had to drop. I mean, they had to drop everything. You run into problems, I want to know about it. Okay? Again, this course is not 8 weeks, it's 7 weeks and 2 days. We don't have a lot of time to mess around. So let's get started and get down the road. All right. We'll see you on the next video.